dear children. In the last class, we completed the Indo-Islamic style of architecture. Today, we are going to start music, painting and literature in medieval India. Apart from architecture, music also flourished during the medieval period. Carnatic music flourished in South India. Purandara Dasa was a famous Carnatic music of the age. During the Sultanate Mughal period, the influence of Persian music gave birth to a new style of music. It is known as Hindustani music. Amir Khusro, Tansen, etc. were the famous musicians of the period. Qawwali, a form of music developed back then. Amir Khusro played a major role in its development. Many new musical instruments evolved during this period. Tabla and sitar are examples of such instruments. Several remarkable changes were apparent in the field of painting too. There are many paintings in your textbook. The Mughal painting includes an instant from the Bible, a depiction of royal life, instances from the Ramayana, and scene from nature. In addition to the progress in the fields of architecture, music, and painting, literature also gained much advancement in medieval India. The Bhakti and Sufi movements, which originated during the medieval period, played a major role in the progress of literature. What is meant by Bhakti movement and Sufi movement? Bhakti movement formed in South India was based on deep love and devotion towards God. The Alvas and the Nayanas were the two streams of the Bhakti movements. The Alvas are Vaishnavites and the Nayanas are Shaivites. The ideals of this movement spread to North India by the 14th century. Guru Nanak, Kabir Das, Tulsi Das, Sur Das, Tukaram, Mirabai, and Chaitanya were the main propagators of the Bhakti movement in North India. Sufi movement. The Sufis rejected luxurious life and gave importance to spiritual life. The term Sufism was derived from the Arabic word Suf. Khwaja Mainuddin Chishti, Nizamuddin Auliya, etc. were the propagators of Sufism. The Bhakti movement strengthened the vernaculars. The poets of the Bhakti movement wrote in the language of the common people. It stimulated the development of the following regional languages, that are Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Hindi, Bengali, and Gujarati. These are the regional languages and literary works. First one, Malayalam. Adhyatma Ramayana, written by Eഴുത്തച്ഛൻ. Hindi. Ramacharita written by Tulasidas. In Kannada, Vikramarjuna Vijayam or Pamba Bharatam, written by Adikavi Pamba. In Marathi, Marathi Bhagavatam, written by Eknath. In Gujarati, Gujarati Bhagavatam, written by Premananda. In Bengali, Bengali Ramayana, written by Kridivasa. In Odia, Odia Mahabharatam, written by Sarala Dasa. In Telugu, Mahabharata Nannaya. And in Tamil, Iramavadaram or Kamba Ramayanam, written by Kambar. Children, there is an activity for you. Write the regional language, works and its authors in the given table. Sufi movement played a major role in the development of Urdu language. Urdu was formed by the hybridization of Arabic, Persian and the Indian languages Hindi and Sanskrit. Several books were translated into Persian during the medieval period. A department exclusively for translation functioned during the reign of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. Many Sanskrit texts, including the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, were translated into Persian during that period. It was Dara Shikoh, the son of Shah Jahan, who translated the Upanishads and the Atharva Veda into Persian. The translation played a major role in spreading the knowledge and culture of India to other parts of the world. It led to the cultural exchange with the rest of the world. The important points that we studied in the chapter Medieval India Art and Literature are: first one, style of temple architecture. Second one, Sultanate Mughal architecture or Indo-Islamic style of architecture. Today we are also discuss the painting, music, and literature too. Children, this is all for today. Hope you all understand today's class and thank you.